Okay, we're good. Welcome back to the show. Y'all know the rules. We're looking for a show sponsor. Everything over 20 qualifies. Cash App, stop the show. That's the number one rule. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell. If you've already been subscribed and you're not getting notifications, resubscribe yourself so that you can get those notifications. We're going to have a good show. We're going to talk about all these average women nowadays asking for 80K, which basically means 100K. And we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about how disruptive it is. It isn't just about men bashing women. It's about how women are lowering their chances of getting what they want by thinking this way. And we're going to get into it. Let's break it down. Hit the like button as you come into the room. Keep engagement above 50. Let's fill the room.
You are really dumb. For real.
What's up, Big Johnson? Big Johnson. Boy, you wild. Let's go. Philly in the building. Let's get it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
I beg your pardon? Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy ass broads.
Welcome. Welcome back. Let's have a good show, everybody. Tune in. What's up, Derek? How you doing? What's up, Caleb? Elaine? Eric? You see, we're finding our legs again. We're gonna start doing more shows. Glad to be back, man. Let's get it. Let's do good work. What's up, Peter? Bronx in the building. Jackson, Tennessee in the building. Peter says on the AK, let's cook. Okay. Yeah. 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 Y'all know what we're here to do. Yeah. Y'all ready? Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to the Godfather. Let's go. Let's go. Clark, Tennessee in the building. Let's go. Let's let one off. Florida in the building. Tulsa. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do it. Squared away. You're in the right place, man. You're in the right place. Okay, now.
The guy,
Of course, we're going to cover some other archetypes before we get into the feature presentation. We have 2 different archetypes to cover. That's for engagement. We're going to build engagement as we go. I like to always find 2 introspective calls. Calls that if people watch the reaction, they could possibly see themselves in the woman or maybe in the man who's about to make the mistake on the woman. Gonna get into it. This particular call, though, more involves the conversation that we're starting about where not the blame, because blame is such an ugly word. Let's say accountability when it comes to why we have so many single mother-led households in the Black community. There's a very negative, nasty narrative out there that Black men are just abandoning their families, and I'm strongly against this narrative because I believe that Black men who are family men stay with their families, and Black men who are family men oftentimes stick around for stepchildren longer than any other demographic of man. It's already been proven that Black men are the most active fathers. There's another statistic that they don't talk about. It's the stepfather. Black men do stepfathering like no other. They have no rules. When women leave relationships with men who have children, they break connection with the child. Men don't do this. Men are far more loyal from a longevity standpoint. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. It's going to get real. Just for this beginning part of the show, we already have a super chat stopping the show. Ms. Coleman, a longtime Patreon. And I'm talking about day 1 Patreon. Ms. Coleman says, Brother Lexy and the replay gang is in the future. I'm at work. You go get that money. It'll be here. Who do we have with us? I see we've already shouted out some locations. Let's get some more people. Somebody say, glad I caught a live. Y'all know the rules. Everything over 20 qualifies for a show sponsor. We reach our goal of 100 in the show. That guarantees another show the next day. That's how we're rocking out. That's the way we're doing it for the people who really, really support this content and really want to see this content being brought to you on a consistent basis. If you want to stop the show, something that you want to say about the reaction, the only way to guarantee interrupt the show is to hit us in the Cash App. That's how that works. The super chat rules are a little bit different. We get to super chats when we get to them based on engagement, but we do look for a sponsor in that regards as well, over 20. Much love for everybody who's been supporting this model. It's been working out. We're doing our thing, and this is how we grow. This is how we expand. So let's get into it. Let's break it down. Let's do what we got to do. Looks like we already got a show sponsor. Brian came in, says thank you from Pennsylvania. Let's let one off of Pennsylvania. Much love, Brian. You're currently the show sponsor at 25. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Let's get into the first reaction. This call is going to very clearly put into perspective the paradigm that a lot of the single Black mothers in our community are making. We're going to break it down. Let's get into it. Let's spin the clip.
Who has great conversations. Also somebody who can take accountability for the things that they do, the things that they do to others. I'm looking for a family-oriented type of person and somebody who loves to eat.
What are your deal breakers?
Dirty nails, procrastination, and wearing women's perfume.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Tall is nice. I don't really have a real look, Tall is nice.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
I feel like when 2 great minds come together, we can make money together. I'm not saying you can be a complete, total nobody. I'm just saying, like, I'm a great person. And if you're a great person and we have great minds, we can make greatness happen. So I don't really have a number on that. I just feel like you should.
Let's stop right here for just a moment. Because Black women, we have an issue with our women. Because in Black men, we want Black women. There's this narrative out here that Black men don't want Black women. That's a lie. Regardless of how many Black men get a passport and decide to opt out of dating Black women, there are plenty of Black men who still want Black women. But the way that Black women can start to shorten this wedge that's been put in between us, you can stop acting like Black men are looking for a business partner or somebody to level up with. This is that modern woman entrepreneurial language that you women are learning online on social media, and it's not what men truly want. It's just bad, dishonest propaganda. You're not Beyonce and Jay-Z. You're not Keisha and Gucci. You're not any of those things. That's them. You need to worry about what's realistic for you. That's what a lot of you women need to be doing. You need to be worrying about what's realistic for you, not what these couples are representing out here, this power couple crap. All right, let's get back into it.
Be motivated to do things in your life, things for the long term.
Okay, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Let me put this up over here.
You got 6 kids?
Yeah.
Your body snatched.
Thank you. And I'm a fashion designer, so I do a lot of things.
I mean, your body is snatched.
Thank you.
Your body is snatched.
This has a lot to do with genetics. A lot of times you don't see this with slender black women. Actually, when you look out and you really observe closely, the heavyset women have the least pregnancy destruction after they have a child, for lack of a better term. Damage. Usually skinny women, they end up getting that ground beef belly or something like that. Or they usually actually the thin women a lot of times take a lot of the damage, the more visible, cringy damage. You know what I mean? So it is pretty shocking that her body looks this good and she's had 6 kids. And even though men really, really value the physicality of a woman and a woman's body, that's where we start. It can't maintain. It's not going to sustain if you don't have other value in other intrinsic areas. Let's get back into it.
Period. But the fact that your body is snatched and you have an 11-month-old child.
Yeah.
Well, you look good. I see that.
Thank you.
Oh, child. What was your last relationship?
My kid's dad.
Do you want more kids?
No.
So you want a man that already has kids?
Yes, he can have kids. I came from a large family. My mom has 9 kids, so I don't mind a bunch of children. I'm also a teacher. I love children, so more children is it's beautiful. Just not for me.
Okay. And
just not from you. Again, I'm not saying you should want to have more than 6 children, but I'm saying that your dating market value is now lower. You can't even offer a man a baby. He has to take care of all of yours, though. All of your kids are going to be now new expenses on his plate, but you don't want to give him one, though. It's going to rub a lot of men the wrong way. Shouts out to RM, the greatest moderator on YouTube. Clinton Johnson says, Kevin called it manifest madness. Peter Rose says, we do want black women, but the gap has widened considerably due to the lack of femininity. Man. Yeah. These are real people with real perspectives. Let's get back into it.
You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I don't want to answer that.
3 flaws you have to work on.
So 3 flaws that I need to work on is accepting help when it's given to me. Not really caring about what people think about me or what they say about me, because I have a problem with that. And trusting myself more, knowing when it's the time is right to do something, trusting myself when I know I need to do something, and just taking it on and doing it.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I do what I say I'm going to do. And
Mick just dropped 5 in the cash lap. Much love, Mick.
I see the good in everything. I don't look at life like something can happen to you and it's the end of the world. I see the good in every single thing, even the most horrible things that can happen to a person. I see the good in it. And I love to make things with my hands. That's another thing. I like to bake. I like to sew. Yeah, I'm just a great overall person. Great energy.
Great energy. And why do you think you're single, Charlene?
I think I'm single because I don't go nowhere. I literally don't go anywhere. If I'm not doing my classes, coaching somebody or working, I'm not really doing nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Some people are saying you're going to have to deal with the karma of having kids by a married man.
I know. And you know what? That's what I'm saying. The good of all of that is just I was very young, and it's not an excuse, but I was very young. And after one child, it could have been just okay, you. I'm very young.
I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. I'm very young. That's the best you got? Arthur just came through with a 30 spot. He says, air horn, please. Much love, Arthur. Appreciate your patronage. You're the new show sponsor. We're almost that goal. I guess y'all want shows all month. I'll come here. I'll come here every day, man. Much love, guys. Continue to support. Yeah, you had 5 children by a man you knew was married. Now, again, circling back to what we were talking about in the intro of the show. When talking about how black women are making decisions when creating these single mother-led households, this might be a little bit extreme, but what I'm saying is a lot of women in our community, they're starting families or they're having children with men who they know aren't even available to them for even a relationship. And women have so many options. Women have so many different fail-safes they have so many ways to get out of having a child. And they can get out of bringing a child to full term, but they bring these men's children to full term. It's like, it's no different than bringing a man's child to full term who you know originally didn't want to have a child with you in the first place. And I agree with Dave Chappelle. I believe if it's my body, my choice, and you get to keep the baby despite knowing that the man doesn't want him to be in the baby's life, it should be his wallet, his choice. He shouldn't have to pay. That's what I believe. Let's go ahead and continue.
Could have just let that go. But, it didn't happen like that. There's no excuses. It didn't happen like that. And if it was to come back around and that was to happen, I'm okay with that because right now is what matters. And right now I know I'm out of that situation. So whatever comes after that, I'm okay with that because I take accountability for what I did. You know what I'm saying? I even apologize to his wife and everything, I'm moving on with my life.
Okay. All right. And you said he's the active father sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, but he's now on child support.
Why
so not? He is. I say he's now on child support.
Oh, now. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that just started for I'll say 2 months now.
Okay, got you. All right, Charlene, the time. Or what's the age range you want to date?
I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm going to get back to the reaction. I am. But this is so disgusting. At what point do we start to hold some of these black women accountable for the way that they're bringing children into this world? And what kind of system will reward these women? This is just this is incentivizing poor behavior. This is disgusting. You get to have children by a married man and then collect money? What is that saying? What's that saying to society? What's that saying to the young women? They can be rewarded for being that kind of person? It's just, I know that men have been dealing with this for decades. It's just, it never ceased to baffle me. Let's get back into the reaction. Wow.
I'll say 35 to 39.
Okay, I'm going to get back into it briefly. I don't want to keep pausing too much. Jermaine says she is still sleeping with her father, with her child's father. There's always a likelihood of that. But when you think about it, a lot of black men are doing this in the black community. You guys are giving women sexual pleasure, and they are trying to railroad your life. Once you take me to court, the last thing I would ever do is touch you. I'm pretty sure if you talk to my son's mother, she probably would say, if I wanted it, I could get it. Like a lot of these women say, but she's wrong. She can't. She can't. Because here's the thing. Once you put these type of things in between the man and the woman, at least for me, like once you put me in between the white people, listen. I would never want to please you in bed. Black men, I urge you, stop trying to please these women who chose the security of the system over you. Stop feeling obligated to make them feel good and like make them not go out and get a body. All she's doing is using you so she feels like she's not adding on to losing value by going back and sleeping with you because she already had kids, and she couldn't be more wrong. Zan says, Dennis Rodman asking for too much. Let's go ahead and get back into it. I was going to say if Cisco and Latrell Sprewell had a baby, but I like where you're going. Let's get back into it.
Okay. And are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes, I am.
What's your name on the app?
It's Char the Great.
Hold on 1 second. How do you spell it?
CHARTHE.
CHAR.
Yeah. THE.
CHE.
GREAT.
Okay, Shar the Great. So that's gonna be, I'm assuming, your username. Here she goes. Shar the Great is her name on the Kendra G Singles dating app.
I made that skirt.
Don't do it, fellas.
You made that skirt?
Don't do it.
Yes.
Here she is.
It's a trap.
Okay. Shar the Great. Shar the Great. Ooh, we got these model poses.
I made that one too.
Oh, you make clothes?
Yes.
Don't do it, fellas. You will be the second guy on child support. Do not do it. She said that too fluently. And you want to know what really bothers me? She brought up the child support thing like that's a win. She's like, oh, like, and I put him on child support 2 months ago, and so I'm getting things rolling. It's like, Black women, you're celebrating the destruction of your family, the inevitable demise of any possibility of that man wanting to be in that family. And you're celebrating it. You're like, girl, I got him on child support. Things is going good, girl. What are we doing? What are we doing in our community, truly? Like, let's move on. Let's move on to more delusion. I'm not quite sure why we picked her. I forget why I picked her, but I'm pretty sure it'll explain itself. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's spin the clip.
Want to try it again?
Yeah.
Try it again.
We can.
Vicky, where you from, baby?
I'm from Detroit, but I'm actually right now in Niagara Falls. Tomorrow
Where do you live?
like,
Let's say this. Where do you live?
Oh, I live in Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. Okay. Detroit. Do you have any kids?
I don't.
No.
No.
How old are you?
I'll be 33 at 12 o'clock.
Your birthday's on the way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. So that means you're a Libra.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Happy birthday on the way, girl. So Vicky, Detroit, no kids. What do you do for a living?
I work at Chrysler.
Oh, you work at the car place. Okay. Have you ever been married?
It's a plant. It's not like a regular like dealership or nothing like that. It's a plant.
Okay, so Chrysler's a plant. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. Okay. So we got Vicky, Detroit, no kids, 33 Libra, Chrysler. She works at Chrysler. And no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Oh, my bad. What I had said was the moment that a woman comes onto the show and actually says what we all know, what we all want them to say, I want a man who makes 100K. I want a man who's tall, dark, and handsome, but in return, he gets femininity. He gets my full and utter cooperation. He gets my entire submission. He gets my body. He gets a plate before even my children get a plate. He is the centerpiece of everything that I'm trying to do. I'm not successful unless he's successful. My success is in the home, not where he is. Not where he's successful in the corporate world, but right here in his home, keeping his house in order. That is where my success lies. Men are waiting. Y'all want what the women of old want. Y'all want that guy, but that guy behaved different. That guy behaved in a certain way, and that woman behaved in a different way than you. That woman, she's not the same woman as you. She's different. She appreciates men in a different way. And you often look back at the women of old and you go, oh, she's a slave. You're disrespectful. You're derogatory towards the women who got you to where you are, to be so comfy, to complain the way that you do. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
I'm looking for an honest man. An honest man, a guy that smells good, well-groomed, patient, loving, willing to compromise, as am I. Got his stuff together. Just a normal guy. Nothing too strenuous, but just he has the normal functions. He's emotionally mature. He smells good. He's just a normal human being, like not a narcissist, you know.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers would be the complete opposite, like someone who is a liar, who's not emotionally available, not emotionally mature, not willing to compromise, too demanding, too headstrong. You know, I feel like a relationship goes.
Maurice just sent it a 5. He said, Press, I own 2 companies,
I own
Kendra.
2 companies, Kendra.
Yeah, man, we don't care about your businesses and stuff like that, ladies. Y'all should just stop. We don't care. That's the truth. We don't care. Especially if you're not willing to give the money over to us and let us decide what is done with it. And that might sound, what? That's my money. That's my check. Right. If you're thinking like that, you're not the woman. You're not the girl. You're not the girl he needs. And if that's the reflex that came to you, Anton Daniels was transparent enough to share his story about how him and his wife came up on something that just recently went viral. One of his clips that just recently went viral, where he's having a conversation with the dude about the stepfathers with the dreads and whatever. And he was talking about, basically in so many words, how Rita was working at a time when he was a little bit down and out. He went from making a good amount of money to being a little bit down and out. And Rita was earning money. She was working and he wasn't, but she was giving him his check. And some might think, oh, what is he? Some type of pimp, or is he some type of, what is he, playing her or whatever? It's like, no, that sounds like a woman who really, 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 really trusts her husband. Or at the time, maybe it was a fiance or whatever, but she really, really trusted where he was going. And I'm pretty sure all the money that they're spending now, everything that he's doing with her now, regardless of what you think of Anton Daniels, I'm pretty sure she's happy with that decision. But there are a lot of you modern women, you make money. I don't think you can trust a man like that. I don't think you can make that kind of sacrifice. I don't. Because you have to believe in the guy that you're dealing with. And a lot of you women, when you talk about the dating market, you're setting up your hypotheticals with men you don't believe in. You're like, well, if I got to do this and I got to do that, then I'm going to be this. It's like, hold on. Who even said who the guy is yet? Let's get back into it.
Goes both ways. So we have to be able to understand each other. And sometimes he may not know everything. You know what I'm saying? So I need someone who listens to me and hears me and understands my aches and pains, as well as me understanding his.
Now I remember why we're here, BLP family. Now I remember why we're here. We're here because we're talking about black women and your masculinity. Even some of you black women who have good intentions originally, you're so masculine, you're so headstrong that you're looking for a guy who's strong and willing to lead you and take over your life and take care of you for a lifetime and protect you for a lifetime, but also give you half say. It's not happening. It's not happening. Even if a man has, even if you pay 50-50 all the way down the middle with a man, he should still have final say. And if you don't believe he should, go find another man. Why are you following him? Why are you sucking up his resources and his life and his time and you don't believe in him? Why? Squared Away said, disqualified a demeanor, a phrase we created over here to explain how black women kill their chances before they even open their mouth. Black women be sitting somewhere looking at black men like, what? Before they even say anything, before black men even get to say anything, black women are looking at us like, what? What, nigga, what? What you got to say to me? It's like, Jesus, the hostility. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
You know what I mean? I can't just, I'm throwing out something and you just like, oh, you're a woman. It doesn't matter what you say. I don't need someone that's misogynistic. So,
Oh my goodness.
anything like that, you know.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I want him to be attractive to me, but I don't want a pretty boy. I mean, he could be, I want him to look masculine. I don't want him to be, you know, I don't want his eyebrows too done. I want a little roughness too.
Now, women are starting to do, the feature presentation is going to say this medium ugly crap. It's so disrespectful to men. And y'all don't want to be called fat. You don't want to be called a single mother who's hopeless. All these things y'all don't want us to say. It's just amazing.
But not too rough. Like I don't want you to be too bad, but not too soft either. I don't want you to look like me. I don't need you in the mirror when I'm in the mirror too.
Okay, let's get some money. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, I hate to say that, but yes, that does matter. I would say no less than maybe $65,000 a year.
Okay, 65K. And should he be in Detroit?
No. Long as he's willing to either have a long distance relationship with the thought of him moving here.
Now, my 60K men are gonna have to stop taking this disrespect. Like a lot of you women who don't have your bodies at the best it could be. Maybe you're not overweight, but your body's just not at the best place it could be at. Y'all need to stop asking for $60,000 a year, guys. Don't think that like guys who make $60,000 a year are more willing to deal with you heavy than fit. That's a poor assumption to make. I don't think that that's wise. I think you should reconsider that way of thinking. I think that a lot of you women who don't want to get in the gym, and you'd be a cute woman if you were fitter, if you were more fit. But it's just you're lazy, like a lot of women. That's why we're struggling with obesity in our community. It has nothing to do with stress or oppression or none of that crap. It is just laziness. It's pure and unadulterated laziness. Let's get back into it.
Well, moving to Detroit. But I want to be friends first. I'm not in a rush to be in a full-on relationship, like, because I need to get to know you. I don't want your representative. I want to get to know.
Please stop. Please stop. We're the ones deciding if you get in a relationship or not. I love when women are out there like, oh, I'm not even in a rush to get in a relationship. Right. Sure you aren't. Then leave men alone then. Don't try to date. Don't try to get free dinners. Don't try to get free meals. Don't try to get taken out to the movies. Taken on picnics. And you're not trying to get in a relationship. But I don't believe that. I believe that makes you think that makes you look better being in the position that you're in being single. It doesn't. It's the same thing as like the single by choice stuff. Let's stop. Volume says, what's under the lace? It's like men don't want to lie. That's the truth. Men want to see you how you come. We don't care if your hair look like a dirty tennis ball. I mean, we do, but we want you to get it together. But like, we really prefer you to wear your natural hair. Zan says, I need a side-by-side of Mrs. Snulupicus. I think she is going to do a Kendrick Cam. It's coming.
You and make sure that you legit, because people can tell you whatever you want to hear. Everything sounds good. So I got to make sure you got fearing. I got to make sure you the right guy because I don't want no ham.
You don't want no ham?
No ham.
Okay. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
Okay. Now I don't know how to flip it on this YouTube thing, but I'm gonna try my best to flip it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in this hotel, so I'm gonna sit it down, see if that works. Can y'all see?
Okay. Yeah. We can see you.
Women who got legs like this start problems in the community. They usually are gossiping or standing outside around a fight with those legs, like waiting for somebody to come outside. It's always some black woman with those kind of legs pulling up on some other woman, like, come outside, bitch. Okay. Again, overweight, same spill. Again, you overweight women, y'all have to really understand when your weight. If your weight is, if a woman's fitness is her money in the dating market, it's her currency in the dating market, metaphorically speaking, then you're broke as hell. So what make you think you get with a guy who makes $60,000 a year, and when it comes to the currency, you're supposed to be paying him with? You're not offering anything. See, the issue is a lot of modern women think that they can just decide what their dating market currency is. I say it's my degree. I say it's what's in my mind. I say it's because I'm a good person. Nope, it's just what it is. Got another super chat. Squared Away says, she says she wants to know the real man, but we can't see the real hair or face. Yeah. Let's get back into it.
Okay.
All right. We can see you. When was your last relationship?
Ooh, 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years, October 15th.
Okay. 2 years ago, October 16th. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
July.
July?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws would be me thinking that everyone is raised the way I was raised, in a sense of everybody doesn't think the same way. Everybody doesn't love the same way, and I can't love people for or value people the way that I think that I should value them, but the way that they want to be valued. So I have to take on another person's view. I got to be basically more compassionate in that aspect. The second one would be just sometimes I could come off a little aggressive. So that probably won't be the best thing to say as a Black woman, aggressive, but the second one would be just sometimes I could come off a little aggressive. So that probably won't be the best thing to say as a Black woman.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It isn't a good thing to say as Black women. And why is that? Why is that? It's because you guys have been working very, very hard to keep that narrative fresh and potent. That's why. That's why. Like, y'all know that that's what you're doing. You know that this is how you're conducting yourselves. You know that this is they're trying to shape you guys' image around this and mold you guys' image around aggression and overt sexuality. But let's start talking about the part you play, how easy you're making it. You came onto this call, there was a lot of comments talking about your demeanor. You just look like you just don't look like a pleasant person in general, somebody you don't want to be stuck in an elevator with at all. I don't think that's for no reason. Everybody says the Paul screen crazy. Yeah, caught her. All right, let's get into it.
Aggressive, but let me see if I can find a better word for that, because that could be a trigger word. I gotta get a little bit softer. Okay, let me say that. Number 3 would be let go of some of the things that hurt me, not thinking that everybody is coming in with an ulterior motive, or they're gonna hurt me in the same way.
Okay. Now, why do you think you're single?
Why do I think I'm single?
Yes.
By choice. Because I'm scared.
No. That was that was almost honest. Because you're certainly not single by choice. No woman is single by choice, but you probably are single because you're afraid. And that's very honest. Even if that was a Freudian slip, that's still pretty honest. A lot of older black women, especially women over 26 years old, is where the anxiety starts to come back. The nervousness and the apprehension starts to come back about what your chances are, who's out there for you, who's the right guy. You fell on your face a couple of times. You've gotten out of your first heartbreak and all that different type of stuff. And now it's like, who's for me? Who's the right guy? Don't want that to happen to me again. A lot of times it's fear. A lot of the times that holds a lot of black women back. Let's continue.
I'm scared out here. These people is crazy, girl. It be too much going on in this world.
I got you, girl. So why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Oh, I'm really dope. Like, I am a complete vibe. When I get to know you and like I hang around you and vibe, and everything just flows naturally, I'm a phenomenal person. I'm great anyway when it comes to just being a regular person. But once I like open up to you, I become more vocal, more silly, more, my personality shows more. I'm not so reserved, or you know what I mean, not on eggshells. So, but I'm loving, I'm caring, I'm funny, I'm outspoken. I'm the girl that's at the restaurant that if your food is messed up, I'm gonna get the waitress to be like, his food messed up, take it back. Like, I'm I'm literally that girl. Like, I'm
Hold on, did you say she's that girl that like gets snappy with the waitress? Because I don't like that girl. And I don't think black men should like that girl. Patrice O'Neal was right. Black women are the right women to send to get you a refund. No doubt about it. Black women are going to get that refund. They're going to get it. But that doesn't mean that like we want fiery, snappy, whippersnapper women. That's a lie. Black women just say that because a couple crazy women had some good poon one time. And then we say, oh man, that crazy stuff is the best. No, it isn't. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
I could be a stepmom to like one kid though, not more than one kid.
Okay.
But
Only one, not more than one kid. Do you want kids yourself?
I do want kids.
Okay. So
After marriage though.
After marriage.
Stop it. That's not going to secure you in marriage. Black women always say, well, I ain't going to have another kid, or I'm not going to have a kid unless I'm married. You know, you're not going to get married unless you're marriageable. A kid won't secure you in marriage. A kid doesn't make you a wife. Because a kid can't make you feminine or cooperative. It's just a kid.
What's the age range you want to date?
I would say maybe 28 to about 40, 550-ish, but they have to want kids. And I prefer someone who doesn't have kids already, but one would be my max.
One will be your max. Okay. All right. So Vicky, Detroit, no kids, 33 Libra, works at the Chrysler plant. Wants an honest man, make at least 65K, no more than one kid, 25 to 45. Are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
I am.
Okay, what's your name on the dating app?
I don't know, girl. I don't know.
That's how I gotta shout you out, boo. Vicky, would it be Vicky B? Do you spell Vicky like that?
It actually might be Vicky B on there.
Okay, do you spell Vicky like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find you. Let's see if I can find. Wait, how old are you?
I'll be 33 tomorrow.
There's another
so I'm
Vicky B,
32.
but I don't think that's you.
I'm 32 right now, but
If she says she has no etiquette, I'm actually not surprised. If she says she has no etiquette, I'm not surprised. You know, again, we come from a community where acting a little bit out of pocket is kind of praised, and oddly to say, we be like, I get ignorant up in here. Like we really praised a lot of the bad stuff. Divine Photo says our sister priorities are in the wrong place. They call Kendra while on vacation, shower, cruise, at work. She better be grateful a man approaches her. You ain't lying, bro. Thank you very much for that contribution to the show, Divine Photos. I see you commenting on the show too. Like you watch the show, Kendra G's show. You comment on her show too as well. Very active in the conversation. I think that's dope. I like that you're like trying to get conversations from every different angle. You brothers who are really paying the close attention are going to get the most game. That's just how it goes. Squared Away says, I think she has some flaws, but far from the worst. Definitely not the worst. Definitely not the worst. All the stuff we react to, the booger wisp we react to, man, listen. It gets real. Black women have widespread hair insecurity. Yeah. I think they'll get through that. They'll get past that. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Oh, now we're at the feature presentation. Okay. Feature presentation. A lot of women are asking for 80K lately. Back to the same thing that I always say. Ladies, the city that you live in doesn't determine what amount of money you can ask for a man from. Just because you live in LA and it's expensive there, it doesn't mean that you're like, well, LA is expensive, so no. That's not how you get to do it. Your dating market value is your body, your beauty, and then after that, it's your femininity, how willing you are to cooperate with him over time, your fertility. It's not anything else. Also, any man who looks her up on Kendra G's app, that is not her. It's just a lie. It's a catfish photo. I don't like it. It looks nothing like you. For you to come on here talking about, I want a guy who's medium ugly and whatever, blah, 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 disrespecting men. The nerve of you to have a catfish photo on, and I used it for the thumbnail. The nerve of you to have a catfished photo as your Kendra G photo on the dating app. I found that as humorous. That was like humorous irony. But anywho, y'all know the deal. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Cash App stop the show. Let's get into it. Keep the engagement above 50. Let's get some more people to hit the like button. Let's get like 50 people more to hit the like button. We're at a little bit of a disparagement of likes. Hit the like button. And then we're going to go ahead and finish off the show. Let's spin the clip.
I don't know. I feel like, first of all, I like a generous man. I'm just going to put that out there straight up. I like a generous man. I like a supportive man.
Just because a man is generous, it doesn't mean he wants to give his money to you. Women are always like, I want a guy who's generous. It's like generosity isn't the difference between getting a man's resources or not. It's your quality. Your quality as a woman determines if you're going to get a man's resources or not. It isn't that you're coming across men who aren't generous. You're coming across men who are closer to your match, men who don't have that much. Let's get back into it.
Somebody that with patience. I do also like older men, but I feel like I'm trying to like veer away from it because I haven't had much luck in that department. I'll be real.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Stingy, straight up. I don't want no one stingy. I don't want anyone with no ambition. Like I want you to push me and I want to be able to push you and I want us all both to be able to reach heights. I don't do the 50-50 either. I don't want that. I do not want that at all.
So you want
My dog died alone.
What if I told you that 50-50 is all you qualify for? See, women, not just black women, but Western women in general need to understand that you can't just demand something and then it's so. That's not how the world works, not how the universe works, it's just not how life works. You don't get to just say that, hey, I'm not doing 50-50 anymore. If all you qualify for is men who can only pay half of your bills, that's all you're gonna get. And a lot of you women don't realize you'd be better off with a guy helping you pay for half your bills than having to pay 100% of them your whole life and never even probably be able to put yourself in a position to put up your own retirement, subsequently leaving you to have to be taken care of by your children, which is a pretty shameful way to go out. You don't want to do that.
you want to do 100? We want him to do 100%?
No. I want to do, I feel like 50-50, when I'm talking about 50-50, I mean like bills and certain things like that. Like, I will definitely, I'm not saying that, I like to spoil my man. Like, I will do for my man whatever I can. And I will do more. I feel like, in a way, I am a little bit traditional, but I also talk back. So I can't, like, that's not.
So what's the
I beg your pardon.
You're traditional. I'm traditional. See, y'all are asking for the men of old, but y'all want to be a hybrid. You're like, well, I'm a traditional woman, but I'll talk back to you. I'll talk down on you. Like black women, y'all are gonna have to evolve and grow out of this. I get to talk to a black man how I want to. I get to treat a black man better than I treat any other demographic of man. I treat a black man worse than I treat my supervisor at work. All this type of crap, just reserving the worst parts of you for the men in your community. If you want us to marry you, that'd be a good place to start. All these Arabs are offering you is $3,400 in poop, and you got more respect for him than you have for the men in your community. All the hunky got for you is what hunkies have always had for you. A quick situation, enough money for you to pay your rent, he's sending you back to the hood. Black dudes want to marry you and can't get none of your respect. It's so trendy for black women to be like, I talk back. Like, it's weird. Let's get back into it.
dynamic you want to do though for you don't want to do 50-50, so what percentage do you want it to be?
I feel like it would be 50-50, but financially it's not going to be 50-50. Like I would take care of my man. I like to cook. I'm a person, I'm Caribbean, so cleaning and
I'm sorry, I'm just so confused because you said you don't do 50-50, right?
yeah, I don't.
Okay, so if
Because
you
I do
don't do
not want
50-50,
yes.
what percentage do you want to do? Is it 70-30, 60-40? Like what is your desire?
My desire, like I said, I feel like there's different aspects of 50-50. We're talking about 50-50 financially. I'm not with it, but we're talking about like
Okay, so
50-50 in a relationship and putting
Alicia,
in
we're talking. Okay,
energy and
Alicia.
everything like that.
Oh, putting in energy. Oh my goodness. Women are actually trying to use energy as like currency or something like, oh yeah, it's 50-50. You bring the money and I'll bring the vibe. Like, get your silly ass out of here.
So Alicia,
Are you
I'm asking.
crazy? Are you crazy? That's not real logic at all. Men aren't going for that. Men are not going for that. Oh yes, I bring energy to the situation. Like I bring the vibe. Like what are we talking about when we talking about 50-50? It's like when R. Kelly was like, "What do you mean when you mean teenager?" It's like, whoa, easy.
Question for the third time, and I'm talking about finance. What
Okay.
is the percentage you want to do? You don't want to do 50-50, that's clear.
So
So what?
80-20, 80-20 financially. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So the male, you want to contribute 80% and you would do 20%.
Yep.
Okay. 80-20 is her desire. Should he look a certain way?
Uh, I'm okay with a medium ugly guy. Okay, I don't want.
That
I
is like a
beg your
new thing.
pardon.
I don't know if women think that these medium other guys are a different kind of man, or whatever you think is medium ugly. What do you think you are? Like, I don't want to have to come at you, but you want this dude to take care of you for the rest of your life, and you're coming in, so you're coming in pretty hot, disrespectful. Like, what?
Everybody keeps saying medium ugly.
Yeah, you don't have to be the prettiest. I don't like pretty boys at all. I like people. I want to be able to look at you and be attracted to you. I don't. But size and all of that, it doesn't really matter to me at all.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Uh, well, we're in Atlanta, so I would say like 80K and up.
80K and up. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the age range you want to date? You're 28.
Absolutely damn not. Ma'am, if you're worth 80K, then what are all those other average women who look better than you? What are they worth? Because they're only going to be able to they're good looking with average women. You're on the low spectrum of average. Because see, I do 1 through 10 like Mr. Samuels used to do, but I also do 1 to 10 inside the average category of women because that's the majority of the women that men will have access to. So I still do the 1 to 10. If we do a 1 to 10 just within the average group, take away the women who are like definitely a 10. But you're on the low side of average. You are a 4 or 5 within the average 1 out of 10. Yet you believe that you can come out here being like, oh, I want a guy who's the rarest man in the dating market. I want a guy who's better than average, far better than average. And a lot of you women are saying 80K because people like me are out here now reacting to you, and other people are out here making money off you being silly enough to say 100K. But we can make the same money off getting on you for asking for 80K. What do you think this is? You're not a gorgeous woman. Pretty, cute, and pretty women end up with men who make the kind of money you're asking for, and definitely, fit women. And you're not out of shape, but I'm just saying.
I'm 28, so I'm thinking like 30 to 45. 45. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. All right, let me just run over here real quick into the light. Kendra Cam.
Okay. All right, boo, we got you, girl.
All right.
Alicia. This is better light. You should stay here the whole
All right.
time.
I will. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
can't really like put the phone down here.
Yeah, but this is better. We're almost.
Yeah, body's not bad. Like I said, she's not out of shape. Most guys are gonna want it. A lot of guys are gonna want to hit it. But again, doesn't qualify you for 80K. Again, like what the other comment said earlier in the show, he said one day one of you women are gonna come onto the show and you're gonna say what you have to give in return for the value you want in a man. And when that day comes, it won't be so easy to disqualify you women at whatever the amount of money you're asking for, unless you just physically don't qualify. Somebody said she's a bully. Yeah, she fights. Somebody said she's a forehead poker. She's a forehead poker. Y'all, wow. Shouts out to Theo Coop. He's the Super Chat sponsor. Let's get it. Much love, Theo Coop. He says, salute Thon and the BLP family. Let me get that show sponsor. Much love, Theo Coop. I appreciate you, brother. You do great work over there. I like you. I like your style. Yeah. Shouts out to Theo Coop. Yeah. Women in our community, they just have that kind of archetype. Like, somebody said, man, you can get that for free. Yeah. Let's get back into it.
When was your last relationship?
A year ago.
A year ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Couple months ago. Definitely.
3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. I don't know. I don't know. Getting up, being on time. I'm late a lot. I'll say that. I'm fashionably late person. I don't know. Honestly, that's about it for me.
Okay. Why do you think
These women have no idea. These women have zero self-awareness. They show no respect to themselves. They're like, I have no flaws. There's nothing wrong with me in this world. It's like, what? I think that's it for me. Interesting. We see so many of that on these calls.
you're single?
Because I came out of that relationship and I was in it for about 5 years, so I just needed something. I need something different, something that really, pours into me right now.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I am like, I'm a ride or die. I'm that girl. Like, you'll get like all around greatness. Like I said, I like to cook. I like to clean. I take care of my people that, are good to me, or my people in general. I take care of my people. So I'm definitely interested.
That means in so many words, she has nothing to offer. You're asking for 80K and you're like, I'm just all around great. That's all you can say. When going back to, does she know what her actual value is? What value she has to offer in exchange for what she's asking? Excuse me. I don't think she knows. And I don't think a lot of modern women know. I don't think a lot of modern black women understand what value they have to offer in return for the amount of money or the value in a man that they're asking for. Let's read this comment by Squared Away. He says, if she weren't so entitled, she'd be my type physically. Decent face, nice body. She's average. So am I. Her attitude kills it. I like when we have real-time examples like this. Men who are trying to be interested in these women who we react to, but they lose the guy at all of the things that black men have been complaining about for almost 25 years. The aggressiveness, the masculinity, the attitude. I don't know. I think it's worth thinking about. A lot of black women. I think black women should really try to think about this and really think about how they want to present themselves in the dating market. Black men have eyes and we have eyes and we have ears. We know what time it is. We know even if we don't know who's marriageable, we certainly know who isn't. So we're done with the games. A lot of you women walking around with scrubs too. Guys, we don't want to date women who are working 80 hours a week. That's dead. I don't know why you picked that career. A lot of you women who are nurses, if that guy doesn't work in the hospital with you every night, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I got a friend from back in the day. She got married to a guy in the hospital who works in the hospital. They have a nice, beautiful family, beautiful children. That was a good choice because they're both working in the hospital. Like, you can't devote yourself to a man and devote yourself to even 40 hours a week. You can't fully devote yourself to a man. So 80 hours, it's like, come on. Men don't want anything to do with you busy women out there. That's the truth. You women who have schedules that are just as hectic as the man, we don't want to get involved with you. What does that do for us? What does that do for us having a woman who's also busy? And again, when you pass the physical test, which I'm pretty sure you don't look that bad with clothes off, when you pass the physical test and men still don't want to touch you, you really need to reevaluate how you're conducting yourself in the dating market. And I say that in a positive way. I don't mean to be derogatory, but it doesn't mean it isn't the truth. And what these men said in the comment section, it's not all hate. These aren't trolls. These are people. These are men who work hard for their money. They're going to get something for it. They're not going to just date you because you say you're dateable. They're not going to just marry you because you say you're marriageable. That's not how it works. That's simply not how it works. King says passport stamps. Icy says, can't serve two masters. Nurse worse than a stripper. Damn. Somebody says, I can't send you cash apps. Hold on. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. What's the problem? The Cash App is right down there, BLP. Hold on, wait. You might be looking at the wrong thing. No. Matter of fact, hold on, wait. Don't send it. If you're looking at what's on the home screen right now, that's the wrong Cash App. I don't even know how I had that up there. That's horrible. Having the wrong Cash App is a horrible mistake. They're having the wrong Cash App tag up there. I'm changing it right now on the banner. Look on the banner down there. That's the Cash App actually, B. Sammy. And we're almost at goal. I might sit here for a little while because I got a little bit extra time to see if we can make goal. We're about $25 off or so. That shouldn't all be on you though. But anywho, you average women asking for money that's more than average money. It's a shame. And let's talk about these average men. These are strong, hardworking men paving the roads in the cities you drive on. The maintenance men in the buildings you need to go to every day for the things you have to take care of in your life. These are some of the most valuable men in society. And you women are coming onto these dating markets talking about there's pee in the dating pool. No, the pee in the dating pool are the women overlooking average men as if they've lost the value that they've always had. Because again, a man who can come in and pay half of your bills, that's still a better life than having to take care of everything yourself and have to protect yourself. Because don't forget, he's not just bringing money. He's more innovative than you are. He's stronger than you are. He's more durable than you are. In most cases, he can fix more things than you know how to fix, depending on who the man is. More skilled. He's better than you before we even start talking about money. And you think that this is a chest bumping match? Only in the black community. Only in the black community do you see it being a chest match and being a chest bump. Then you got beta male black men talking about black men need to stop bashing black women. It's like, what are you talking about? If anything, black men are responding to what we've been dealing with for decades. Nothing but unchecked ridicule, false accusations of us being abusive, us being in the back. Now there's lies about them being more educated than us when really they're just enrolled in school more. That doesn't mean you're more educated. And if the fields that you're getting a degree in don't really help society and it's just some little liberal arts crap you got just to say you did it, what does it really mean? You women are getting the same jobs. You women join the workforce just to continue to do the same jobs they've always done for the last 50 years. That's wild when you really think about it. That women are literally doing the same jobs that they've always done. They haven't decided to do any of the hard jobs. They haven't evolved at all in the workforce. Yet they think that they can chest bump with men. It's absurd. And then what's really interesting about this is that women obviously want men who are better than them. Women don't want to date a man who's equal or even just slightly better, only slightly better. Women want a guy who far exceeds them in value. But on the same token, they want to live in a society where they can say out loud that they're equal with men. That sounds unreasonable, but it's where we found ourselves at. It's the state of society right now, where we found ourselves at. And when you really think about it, it's really interesting. Marie says, I got 2 Cash Apps. Hold on, who did I miss? B. Sammy? I thought I got everybody. Let me see. I didn't, whatever Cash App you sent, I don't think I got it, B. Sammy. I don't know. I got the Maurice, I own 2 companies, Kendra. That's the last one we got. $5. Nurse worse than strippers. Read that one. Get y'all passports as proud maintenance technician right here, making $60K a year. Much respect. I really respect men in your industry. I really respect people in this industry, people in your industry. Let's see. Trash Boat says, RM, best moderator in the world. Certainly. Been down with the channel for years. Squared Away. Okay, we got that one from Squared Away. I want to make sure I don't miss any super chats. Here we go. Long Live King says, women have disdain for being viewed as average, but think men are going to run indoors, giving them gifts, being viewed as medium ugly. Yeah, it's very disrespectful. And to think that a man who is like less attractive is more likely to do something that any other man wouldn't do. Stupid. Men are all the same. Women date ugly guys thinking that they're going to be more faithful or they're going to like be less likely to look the other way to other women. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's absolutely idiotic behavior. It's absolutely idiotic behavior. It's not logic based in anything real. Okay, I think we got all the super chats, but yeah. Interesting. Women, average women asking for 80K. Can't make this up. Hit the subscribe button and way out of the room. Also, the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we post content just like this. It's your boy, ThonLexy. I hope I got you through your Saturday. I had a good show. I'll see you guys on the next one. We didn't make gold, but we'll still be back with the show soon because y'all been supporting. Y'all been rocking out. We'll be back with the show soon. I'll see you guys on the next one. Much love, everybody.